Hello everybody, welcome to my video. So today I'll be talking about the panic attack. Most people don't really like it because, well, they think it's bad. I also never see people ever use it, though I think the opposite. I have used the panic attack many times, specifically on the pyro, and it's been great. I can even say that it's better than any other secondary on pyro. Allow me to say right now that most of my reasons on why the panic attack is better is my personal opinion. If you disagree with me, don't be butthurt. Now, let's get started. Let me first talk about what the panic attack is. The panic attack is a secondary weapon on the classes Heavy, Pyro, and Soldier. This weapon is a primary on Engineer. It has 32 ammo, and to fire, you hold it down, which can load up to 4 shells, and once letting go, it will shoot out 4 spread bullets quickly. At point blank, it can do up to 80 to 90 damage, and from long range, about 3 to 10. So not very good in the long range aspect. The panic attack reloads 50% quicker, attacks 30% faster, and deploys 50% faster from the normal shotgun. When you decrease your health, this weapon will start to have its firing rate increase as well as the spread. So faster firing but lower accuracy, hence the name Panic. Now that you know how it works, let's talk about what people don't like about it. Some people find it to be completely useless because it can't save you if someone surprises you, since you will have to load your shells instead of firing immediately like the stock shotgun. Although this has never been a problem for me. What I personally do is simply when roaming around, I have the shells preloaded. So if someone does happen to surprise me, I can just shoot them quickly, switch to my flamethrower, and light them up. This most of the time kills them. They also say it's just a baby beggar's bazooka, which I can completely agree with. One more thing people say is that for heavy, it's terrible because then you also have to wait a second for your minigun to start shooting. That's already 2 waiting times for your only 2 guns, and I can't say if I agree with it being terrible or not. I haven't played heavy using the panic attack enough to say my answer, so that I'm not sure. Now, let me talk about why I think it's better than any other secondary for the pyro. Let's start with the flare gun. The flare gun is one of the most common secondaries for pyro I see in most games, and it's understandable. On hit, it will turn the enemy on fire, and if hit while the enemy is already on fire, it will guarantee a critical hit. It also has an afterburn of 10 seconds, 6 damage per second. So with a base of 30 damage and 60 damage of afterburn, it will deal 90 damage in 10 seconds. Now, let's compare this to the panic attack. The panic attack will do a base of 60 damage, and there is 6 damage per 10 bullets. With 4 shells per load, it can deal 240 damage within about 2 to 4 seconds, depending on your health. Although, the flare gun is great for range, and even in some cases close up, while the panic attack is only good close up. But I can overlook that and still think it's better for its ease to aim. And I know some people will completely disagree with me that the flare gun is hard to aim, but I don't think it's completely possible to aim with it. It's just more difficult than the panic attack. The next weapon is the man melter, and I don't think I have to say much about it. The man melter is already bad on its own, and I'm pretty sure nearly everyone can agree with that. The next weapon is a reserve shooter, and by far one of my top 10 favorite weapons, but there's one problem with it, which is that it can also be equipped on pyro, which rewards the class for simply right-clicking. If you don't know what this means, the reserve shooter will deal mini crits when the target is rocket jumping, being knocked back, air blasted, or using the grappling hook. Now, I love the reserve shooter with the soldier since it actually takes skill to throw the enemy up in the air and then shoot him using the shotgun. But with the pyro, no skill is really required. Just right click and then shoot them. So I'm not even going to talk about this weapon and comparing it to the panic attack since it doesn't even belong with the pyro. The squirt shot and the detonator is basically the same thing as a flare gun compared to the panic attack, so I won't be talking about it. I know that most of you will disagree with me, and I can understand that. But just remember, this is my personal opinion. Just because I like the panic attack and think it's better than all other secondaries for pyro, it should not mean you should get butthurt. That's just annoying.